What's up, folks? I've got a little bit of a raspy voice, guys. Just recently woke up, but that's gonna have to do just fine. Welcome back to the beautiful Germany campaign. That's looking so good, guys. I've taken sort of for me, this is a new recording session, a little bit of a break, and oh boy, feeling good. So our next move was actually waiting for our truce to come up, which comes up next year. It's the end of this year. And take some high dev land, which will be fully accepted because it's German land, swamp German land, from Brabant. And definitely going to be heading towards the moment where we can begin to take over the English Channel. And even though we might have like a 30%, not the hugest amount of influence, there's so much money in the English Channel. We're going to begin transitioning in there and just funneling everything in, and the more we take over, the more rewarding it will be. Now, I noticed Great Britain's a valid rival. We became an invalid rival at the end of the last episode. But when they're teetering on the edge like this, and you keep rivaling them and they become invalid, that is a source of power projection. Each time they become invalid, you get a bonus. And ours is currently overkilled over 100. We are rivaling the Ottomans, and I don't know if it will be this episode. It probably will be, but I intend to attack them as well. Now, with that in mind, guys, the Ottomans' numbers are just crazy. We're stronger than him, but his numbers are really formidable. So I am actually going... One thing that I want to do... I'm concerned about my manpower, but yeah, I'm going to create a template. I'm going to create a template, and we're going to overkill the infantry just a bit. So I'm going to try to build at least one of these in advance. Which just cost us about 20k manpower and a ton of money. But that's okay. Now, some of these text buildings are really good. Like, I think we freed up a building slot by either developing it or something. But either way, this is beautiful. No, we just developed this recently. 0.45. However, guys, these cost us 285. And it's just tax. There's not really many tax bonuses before the end of the game. I think there might be the odd one from our admin tech. And yeah, even a province like 0.15, I mean, there we go, 0.18. Many of these are not worth building anymore, is what I'm trying to say. We won't even gain as much money as we spend. Now, however, on production, we will, because our production will continue to go up like crazy. Yeah, I'll still be building production buildings. I'm looking forward to the counting house, but I'm pretty much going to look over tax buildings entirely. So, with that being said, guys, we do, of course, we have spread our dynasty to Ragusa, and currently, as long as our truce can come up in 6 years, if this situation is how it is, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, this is a guaranteed PU here. Because even if this dude dies, he's in Regency. So, unless by some freak coincidence, this poor heir just dies, we're going to PU Ragusa. With that in mind, he's guaranteed by the Ottomans, so we do have to go in against the Ottomans. That's why I'm gearing up for a big war. And we have to cancel the guarantee or alternatively fight them again. So let's cancel the guarantee, in other words. Now on these stacks, I do want to make sure that we're over our cannons and infantry, just a little buffer. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and get things started here. If we attack Brabant, I'm worried about the navy. I think we're going to well and truly try to actually get some navy tradition, and by that I mean when we go to war, I want to continue protecting trade and blockade them. Damn, dude, Holland alone has like, it's because he's got colonies, right? Brabant is actually way weaker at sea. Holland's the toughest guy here. Okay. Yeah, try to keep these navy units operational. The more tradition we can get, the better. Going, looking towards fighting the British in the future. And with no more further ado, let's continue on with this game. I think we're literally just waiting for our farmlands. We're just waiting for our truce to come up with Brabant. Yep, GB no longer valid again, so getting some power projects in there. What the hell just happened? He just stomped on one of my mercs. Thanks for that. That was really nice of you, game. Trying to drill a little bit here. So the other thing I want to do, this is not going to go to -10. Let's just tick up now. Man, I always sneeze when I wake up in the morning. Always. Get a sick cannon upgrade there. And that way the morale will recover a bit. Give us some time for the morale to recover. Is there any grasslands? So I've been thinking, guys, I am a little bit concerned about the Ottoman War. And I've been thinking we could start our golden age, our golden era, 50 years. Obviously, that's something I usually leave to the later stage of the game to give us the most efficiency in terms of the point cost. But the next 50 years will be pretty significant. And of course, the plan is to take Ragusa, give him all of the South Slavic region. Probably Romania, Transylvania. And then we're thinking maybe give him colonies like Tunis and Egyptian. Of sort of single big cultures that he'll hopefully accept. That's what we're thinking right now. Now, I'm also thinking about the Crimea, guys. Currently, we're going to be using the Reconquest CB, and I'd like to set the Crimea free to give us the longest period of time to PU him, just like we're hoping to PU Kiev. But with that being said, currently he's really unstable. With his horde ideas, horde traditions, he's really unstable right now. So I'm wondering about converting his capital. Is there any reason why we wouldn't be able to convert this? Because we have to safeguard. He's going to flip back Sunni, guys. If he becomes independent, then we can't PU Sunni nations. That would be really awkward. So our missionaries are doing something, I imagine. Yep. I'm going to see how long it takes to convert those provinces. Specifically. Yeah, also Milan, if his heir dies, we put our dynasty onto his throne, which honestly would just be the absolute dream. That would be amazing. But, unlikely as he's 23 years old. Ah, nice, we can convert this. Okay, let's just specifically convert the Crimea. I might need to ask for military access through Kiev, but we should be able to deal with rebels if they spawn on the Crimea's land. Did I build mercs here? I thought I did. Make sure our compositions are good. One thing that's concerning me, guys, is the fact that I want to stay ahead in military tech. I also want to rush down offensive. But currently I also want to roll generals, and my army tradition is tapering off here pretty quickly. Feels bad, man. Okay, March, April, May. Next month we will be going to war. 166 years. Months. Crap. Why this? Alright. I'm just not going to bother convert that. It's just going to increase the unrest even more. Okay, so we've got a whole nother stack up and running. We're still making 100 a month. Excellent. Got manpower. Okay, so I've got to make sure to switch this out to morale of armies when the time's right. Let's mobilize. We can afford to spend Diplo, can't we? Yep. Let's just roll a... Admiral. That's by far... Okay, rolled really badly, but the best Admiral that we could afford there. Now let's think about forts before we go to war with the Ottomans. This is 6, 6, 6. Let's build this up. Yeah, I don't really care. That's probably the most relevant fort there. Hopefully we're swarming him and not the other way around. Okay, so the truce includes Denmark, who was... of course he allied somebody else. It's guaranteed, is he? Well, that's easy, Burgundy. Sorry, mate. I don't know what you're thinking. You're about to get wrecked. Burgundy doesn't currently have a navy. Okay, so hopefully 4 heavies total. Let's play it slow, guys. I want to monitor my navy, make sure we're doing just fine on damage. We're all in the 90s. Yeah, easy victory here. Yeah. These are just lights, are they? I don't want to take a single loss if possible. Okay, we stole a ship. Transport. Perfect. That's good. That's real good. Ah, Friesland moved his capital, that's right. It's just a random province here. To him, not to us, we would consider that quite valuable. Now, in that case, we could spend some Diplo points to give Burgundy even more land here. Brittany, rather. Give Brittany even more land here. Stole another ship. Another transport. Cool, cool, cool. So if we declare on Denmark, it would be France. France and Denmark, and of course that's not including Sweden. That's definitely a winnable war. Needless to say, I think just about every war, with perhaps the exception of the Ottomans if they do well. Did he tick up to 22? No. We're at 23. Where you are? We're on the same tick. He did tick up. Crap. I was hoping we had to have a window here when our truce came up. Damn. Considering we're focusing, we're getting 12 per month. He's probably hiring really expensive advisors as well himself and so on. Jeez, man. He's got offensive and quantity. He's got weak units, but it is the quantity, the actual quantity, which is it's making me nervous, guys. He's a pretty tough guy. Nice. Okay, we have access down here. These rebels have been here for a while. I'm gonna walk down here in case they spawn. Just instantly gimp them. Damn, Burgundy's got that insanely good general. I've taken the war goal. Let's just move on to take this fort. Spain comes in to save the day, maybe? Question mark, yes. Wow, dude, Burgundy putting up a heroic effort there. But the overwhelming numbers taking him out. Wait, I'm so slow. I don't know why my speed's down. I was thinking it was slow. So I noticed that Savoy moved his capital to the mountains here, emboldening that fort. Good move, Savoy. He'll probably move it back at some stage, unless he never owns another neighboring province here, which could be the case. Ah, speaking of which, let's convert this back to Swiss. Become Swissified in this area. This fort fell extremely quickly, which is very good. So let's have a look at overextension. I would like to take this. That's our piece. So I would... That's full annexation. So can we 100% this war? The problem would be Friesland. But it looks like our colonies would make short work of them as well. Yep, sweet. We can 100% them. So then with that in mind, we would separate peace. Yeah, all but that is French. 84? That's no problem. Let's separate peace Burgundy. Just waiting on a couple of forts to fall. Easy. Feels good, man. And yeah, truce with the Ottomans comes up in a couple months. Oh, it comes up right now, actually. So we'd kind of hope that he would actually declare a war and be involved in a war, just so he's not sort of poised and ready. But last time I checked, his diplomacy was looking weaker than ever, which is good. Calgary. Isn't that here? Cagliari, something like that. I don't care. Become 100% autonomous. That's fine. You guys know my biggest strength is my, it's all about the reading, the spelling, the grammar, especially Italian names. I just know them all, honestly. Okay, what are we dealing with here? Easy ships is what we're dealing with. Easy, easy. Give me some naval tradition. Good job, game. Let me steal your transports. Good job, game. So obviously we're not going to put up any fight whatsoever against the Ottomans. We're not going to go over to the Mediterranean and compete. And let's move out. Speaking of the Ottomans, let's move out towards them. Now, they have a fort up here, which is being maintained. I guess they're just maintaining their forts nowadays. Let's have a look at their forts. Yep. They're just maintaining their forts, but they're low-level forts. Okay, let's have somebody in position to take that out. Someone in position to take this out. I was thinking about the rebels spawning, but maybe they won't spawn. I don't know. And, yeah, group up, lads. Group up. Go, go, go. Hopefully Milan helps us because he's got, like, look at this. 68k. That's a very significant amount. How many favors do I have with him? Only 10. Okay. I was going to say, uh-oh. He's got an heir. Feels bad, man. Oh well. So we're about to be higher in Diplo points, but if we piece out these, they cost us Diplo points. We're about to be capped on Diplo points. Come on. There we go. Well, for the purposes of truce, let's do it like that. Feels good, man. That feels really, really good. Now he's fully annexed. We don't need to worry about truce with him. Take what he has. How's our inflation doing nowadays? Alright, Brittany. Brittany has done a good job coring up most of his stuff. Hopefully we could grant him all of this. Ew. Okay, apparently not. He's already overextended. So with that in mind, I hope that we are not too overextended ourselves. Do we dare look? No, we're good. We're good. Great. Great, great, great. Alright, everybody march out eastward. Let the war commence soon. So the obvious thing to do with diplo points at this stage is to develop some lands even more. He allied somebody else, frick. This guy. What can you do? We've got a discipline advisor. Man, that's expensive. Just gonna go ahead and pay for the extra military points, guys, as I want them. Go ahead and pay for the generals as I want them. But they're not too good. It feels bad, man. That's the kind of luck, the kind of general luck I'm used to. Just rolling fairly average generals, considering, I mean, look how bad this guy is. Anyway, considering how high our army tradition is, I never have good generals in my game, and when I do, they just die. So, these can be increased on autonomy, because we're going to hand them off to Brittany. And in the meantime, if they would provide no unrest, that would be perfectly appropriate. Oh, the Ottomans have tons of debt already. Interesting. Cool. I did not realize. That's good. Now, when I align Kiev, because we don't ever want to have a truce with him. But we'll do just about anything else with him. Apart from... Wait, I thought I did influence him. Am I dumb? I'll do just about anything else with the exception of guarantee or ally. We should stick together. We should stick together. We really should stick together. Because we're dramatically outnumbered. We've got quality, they've got quantity. Now, where before we change this do we want to develop? University here, and this is the coal. It's expensive here. You know, often I'm going for the cheapest place, guys, but let's just dev push the coal. It seems appropriate to me. And yeah, I'm looking forward to placing these furnaces, which will eventually become available in what, 23 years or something? 1700. So just waiting for everybody to arrive. We're going to have one dude up here. Let's equip our best siege general to just take that out as quickly as possible. And then the war goal is going to be the Crimea's core. So yeah, let's just swarm around here, just maintain the war goal. Obviously, I think his enthusiasm will wane fairly quickly. And we don't need to take that much. We don't need to... I mean, his enthusiasm should wane fairly quickly if we defeat him in battles, hold the war score, etc. because he's in debt. And we don't need the most ridiculous amount of war score. Okay, we're an extremely stable country. Core provinces like this, deep in our country, should be very stable. Let's just take the unrest there. So someone's become revolutionary, have they? Or is it just... we just get events like that later on at this date? Let's declare while this guy won't back him up. And this war goal should be easier to maintain. Milan won't help us. Flip. Here we go. Here we go. Now let's check out the numbers. We've got more numbers, that's good to see. A tremendous amount of that is our colonies, we should not forget. Look at these strong colonies. That will be a huge amount of these numbers. But I'd say the numbers are very comparable. If the Spanish and Bretons, if they come over here to participate. Disable support loyalists, as he seems happy again, the Spanish, hopefully remaining that way. And coalition builds, typical. Denmark's gone into the coalition, so that's actually quite frustrating. Speaking of Denmark, that's somewhere we can use a diplomat. Alright. I'm just going to mostly contest this region, hopefully kind of carpet siege him, take this fort, defend where we can. Just came up with Portugal, who will enter the coalition. I really want to kill Portugal. That's something we can look forward to doing. Hopefully the coalition disappears after this episode, or after this war, either way. So the Crimea, we're going to obviously be giving him his cores, but the peace out is going to look, basically, I want to give him the cores, and then I don't want the Ottomans to border him. Oh geez, it's a tremendous amount of war score. That's our peace out, which costs us only a small amount of diplo. So he'll have the core, and then we're trying to protect Kiev and the Crimea, and then at that stage, I'm gonna set him free. He's going to become free. I might convert some of his provinces though before we set him free. So I've got to be careful in the fog here, lads. Dealing with these auto bots. And as much as I want to spread out and carpet siege, I'm going to stay somewhat consolidated, just slow roll them. Hopefully Kurland just sieges up the odd province. That's what I'd like him to do. Just siege as you go. Woohoo! Stability for free. I love it. Yeah. Big ass coalition. Which may be bold enough to where it doesn't dissipate if it's everybody. Great Britain's currently fighting a war, and we have a truce with him apparently. Don't know how long that truce lasts. Oh, where am I looking? Okay, quite a while. 6 years, I think. That's how Siege General. Let's go down to Aristakhan, and so far the Ottomans are not that much of a... they're a little bit of a no-show right now. But they might just walk across Europe and try to kind of base race me. We've got a lot of reinforcements coming. Unfortunately, their stacks and their compositions are really quite small. So much like the early game, they're quite vulnerable. There he is. Okay. Brittany's over here, I guess. I guess our combined navy is intimidating to him, eh? Interesting. I'm still protecting trade while we fight. Maybe I should bring our navy online. In that case, he's got most of his navy docked. Let's try to participate at sea, even though he's got a crazy navy. Yeah, so I doubt this war's going to finish this episode, guys. So the other thing that we wanted to do is cancel his guarantee over Ragusa. Which is basically a 100% war on him. We might not do that though. We could see that he was not going to back up Ragusa at all. Okay, let's see how we fare in this battle. He appears to have a ridiculous amount of reinforcements nearby. We might lose that, eh? Quickly check our combat width. Now, there's a river crossing here. We outmaneuver him if we use this general, which is our best general currently available. So that should not be an issue. Yep, it's not an issue. He doesn't have that many cannons, same as us, 18. Okay, let's check our combat width. 36. Frick. I need to get 2 stacks in there ASAP to compete on combat width. Okay. I'm going to try to take the fight, see what happens. If we lose it, it's not the end of the world with this CB. We got to... Oh my goodness, this is awkward. Brittany, please go kill him. Nice. That's what I was trying to do, is protect that, but apparently we didn't need to. That dropped quickly. Real quickly. And that general's even better. Nice. So it looks like he abandoned this anyway, so hopefully the 19k gets stack wiped here. Except he's going back in now. Got him. Feels good, man. I'm worried about that. Truce to Austria and Hungary coming up, which means coalition, I suppose. I would really like them to drop out of the coalition, though. Wait, Kiev died? Okay. Okay. Okay, Kiev died. He's in Regency. He's in Regency, guys, so in about 3 years, This guy comes of age, he might not have an ear, we don't have truce, we go in, we PU him, we hand back all the Russian clay, we hand him back all the Russian clay, we use the imperialism CB, and we feed him the whole of Russia plus more. Feels good, man. Hopefully. Probably about a 50-50 chance that happens. Okay, intimidate him away. That's right. That's right. Jeez, this fort is... Who's getting picked here? That 1k? No problem. This fort falls quickly, dude. These forts are hard to protect. Damn. So he does have most of his troops out here, huh? Okay. Let's get rid of this. And let's go to idea cost. And do that. And then get rid of it again. And go to moral of armies. And now we have no church power. Feels bad, man. Okay, I've got to group up, basically. So yeah, there's no way this war is going to end this episode, guys. That's just how it happens to be. Because I've got to be vigilant here. I'm trying to group everything up, and I've got to be smart with the battles and the choices that we make. And speaking of which, I completely 100% and utterly dropped the ball. So... Okay. Yeah, that's really, really awkward. But Kurland's bringing a general in, thank goodness. So this is going to be a huge pile up. He cancelled his movement. How dare you? Frick. Okay, there's neither a plus or minus or anything like that. If we can just make it in, which I think we will, right? Oh man. Why didn't you help me, Kurland? We made it in. We made it in by a day there. Wow. So Kurland will kind of complete my combat width. So what I'm gonna do is stagger these. This guy's not even going to make it in on time. I should have force matched him. It's my fault. Frick, this is so annoying. And these guys aren't together. He's not going to make it in. It's too late to cancel his movement. I should go in with this one, because that's not going to be over his force. Unless we make it 2 more days. No, 1 day. Got wrecked by 1 day. Feels bad, man. I'm playing poorly, guys. I already committed to this, so I'm going in. Oh, goodness. The most frustrating thing, I was just trying to sort that composition back out. I was just trying to consolidate everything. And yeah. So we defended this fort though, which is nice. He didn't get a lucky tick there. And we have the war goal. We're winning the majority of the battles. We're defending our assets, our forts that we currently have. So I guess we're doing fine. I want to consolidate this. And this fort's finishing. I really hope that that finishes soon. Maybe I should just protect it in the meantime. We're definitely winning. We're definitely winning. It's just so awkward. I'm retreating here. I don't know. My army composition's all messed up. But we're definitely winning. It's just a bit sloppy. But we're definitely winning. See, I don't know who this 5k belongs to. I think this is its own stack. No, it can't be. So I think the ones retreating are its own stack that's completely depleted, and then excess, guys, which should be joined up to here. I think that's right. Alright. Yeah, otherwise let's just protect this until it finishes, I guess. Where are you retreating to? Yep, let's protect this because we're retreating there 100%. I don't want to get stack wiped or something. Brittany won an engagement there. So we just want the ticking war score, and I guess this is always awkward, the horseshoe swinging back and forth, but I guess we should go towards his capital eventually, as his capital is looking quite vulnerable. Now, he's participating at sea. That's what I was worried about. I really don't think we have very good odds of winning at sea, but I'm going to creep my little navy around. Just in case the Spanish are really going in hard, I'll back them up. Make sure we're in position to back them up. So, regardless, this war needs to be done by the time if I need to be ready. I mean, this would be an easy victory, obviously, against Kiev. But I need to be ready to back him up. Oh, Curlin's getting... stack wiped. Alright guys, a little bit of an uneventful episode. I apologize about that, but we're doing the deed, fighting the Ottomans pretty much when they're at their height, right? It is what it is. This is what this game's about. It's killing people. I think that's EU4 in a nutshell, right guys? Killing people. But it's going to have to conclude next episode. So this composition in this stack is whack anyway. I'm going to try to carpet siege this stuff. As it's... yeah, we're just going to sit here. I'm going to try to sort this stuff out. I think this is one stack. And I think this is part of the other stack. Yep, this will conclude next episode, guys, but I'm really looking forward to what is basically a guaranteed PU over Ragusa. And you keep in mind, guys, well, I don't know, but I was going to say, will he change to Croatia or something if we fulfill his requirements? I'm not 100% sure just off the top of my head, but I think he will turn to Croatia and own that region, and we'll give him stuff. And yeah, pretty much a 100% chance to PU Ragusa, and interesting likelihood of PUing Kiev here as well, which is really, really exciting. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are too. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.